Um, a very good morning, everyone. I, Vaishnavi, on the behalf of Queens Valley School, welcome you to the webinar on counseling for DU admission for class 11th and 12th. This webinar is aimed at providing guidance to class 11th, 12th students and their parents about the procedure to be followed for admission to DU colleges, because we understand that college admission is that one process that requires a lot of deliberation on part of both the students and the parents and can be pretty stressful as well as confusing. With the recent modifications made to the admission and selection process of most universities in India, including the prestigious Delhi University, students feel a certain sense of uncertainty and unpreparedness for what lies ahead of them. The path seems unknown and the process seems foreign. And without adequate knowledge and guidance, students like myself are prone to make mistakes in the process of admissions. So today, we have Dr. Rajesh Kumar to help us and guide us with the process. Sir is an associate professor at the University of Delhi South Campus. Mr. Kumar has done his MA, MPhil and PhD all from the esteemed Delhi University and has been teaching there since 1985. Besides that, he is an active member in administration and academics of the college and also a member of the Student Empowerment Committee as well as the Centenary Celebration Committee, both constituted by the Vice Chancellor of the University. Sir is also a member of the Syllabus Revision Committee and has presented many research papers in modern Indian history. We are honored to have you here with us today, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Don't get upset. Delhi University, of course, is quite prestigious so far as India is concerned, and not only in northern India but whole of India, people look towards Delhi University to take admission. And after your exams of 12th, you really look forward to take admission in a college. I'll say that there are many students who try for engineering, they try for medical, and there are many who want to go for different streams provided by Delhi University. Delhi itself has different universities. All of us are aware, you also might be aware. Delhi University, of course, is the biggest, most gigantic, one of the best ranked in the world and things like that. But other than this, we have Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, where you have certain courses like BBA, which is talked about. We also have Jamia Millia Islamia. We have Ambedkar University run by Delhi administration or Delhi government. And Delhi University is a central university. It's run by the central government, not by Delhi government. Right. This is the basic difference. And then let's start about the admissions in DU. First of all, this year we are going to have a drastic change in the admissions in our university, or say in different colleges at undergraduate level. Why? The reason is loud and clear. Last year, if you have seen, or if you have seen the newspapers, lots of students got 100%. And for colleges, or I can say for us, it was very difficult to differentiate. If a student has got 100%, it's 100%. You can't say no. 100, 99, 98. And in most of the colleges of North Campus, say Hindu College or Sri Ram College or Kidodimal College, Hansraj College, Ramjas College, Miranda House, Khalsa College, all these colleges which are there in the North Campus. Even in the South Campus colleges, one of the top colleges that you have is Lady Shri Ram in Lajpat Nagar. Then you have Jews and Mary College and certain other colleges. The cutoff was quite high. Sometimes for say political science, English, psychology, it was touching 100%, 99. The admission closed at 98.5, 98.75. If it is 98.5, 98.75, there is difference of only 1 mark. So the students were getting upset that why is it happening that if we don't get 100%, what will happen? In a school like you in Queens Valley, you have a very good school, very good teachers, very good infrastructure. The teachers are trying their best. The students are really working hard, working every night, every day and night out, and still getting, say, you get 96, 97, 98. It's not bad. It's excellent. But when you land up in DU or when you see the list, what happens is that somebody getting 100% is getting admission in political science honors in Hindu College, or say 99.75 getting admission political science honors in Lady Shri Ram College. Or for Shri Ram College, SRCC, what you call, you are getting 99.5 getting BCom honors or Eco honors. So why this problem? And it was, very clearly analyzed by the people, especially by the people in the university, professors in the university. They sat down, they were quite upset and they were laughing, smiling, and they were feeling upset. हमें तो कभी इतने नंबर आए नहीं, हम होते तो हमारा क्या होता? We would have been thrown out of the university, and we are teaching these students who have got 99, 98. Forget about St. Stephen's. You are having interviews after having 98.5%. Above you are 300 students for one class, which is to admit 50 students. So the students are upset, and this is very natural. But what happens? Now, when it was analyzed that why is it happening, we came to know that from Kerala, about 1850, about 10, 20 students here or there. These many children came from there, and they had about 100%, between 99 and they captured most of the seats, or say of top 7 colleges and courses. They captured the seats. That was one. Second was from open school, not from CBSE or ICSE. From open school of Rajasthan and Haryana, there were about 3,500 students. Next to Kerala, it was Rajasthan and then Haryana. The students from these states, they got about 100%, between 99 and 100. And they got most of the seats of Delhi University's prestigious colleges. Now, it was to be seen, why is it that this is happening? And you must have heard one thing that our Chief Minister, he is also saying, and he is very correct in saying, that where will the students of Delhi schools go if they don't get admissions, and students coming from outside? And it was also realized, though I don't have a right to say that, but it was also realized that from open school, from Kerala or from, say, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, students are coming, and they could see certain problems, either in the language or in the marking system or things like that. And the students, the local students were suffering, like students from Delhi or students from surrounding area, and many intelligent students who have got 95% plus. Getting 95% is not a joke. I mean, students who are working so hard, getting 95% and above, and even then, if they don't get an admission, they just get into depression. They're depressed. What to do? They have waited for so long. They have gone to the school. They are in school dress. They have lived a very disciplined life. They now want to come to a university where they can just fly. They just want to express themselves. They want to interact, intermingle with many children who have come from different schools, different places. And Delhi University is one thing where you get students from all states of the country. You get someone from Tamil Nadu, someone from Madhya Pradesh, someone from Bihar, someone from Rajasthan, someone from Kashmir. And it's like a melting pot where you interact with Bengal. Like you have very good colleges in Bengal, like Presidency and St. Xavier's. You have some excellent colleges in Bombay, St. Xavier's, in Chennai, St. Xavier's. And leaving that, students are coming to Delhi to have a kind of interaction, to have a kind of expression or exposure that you don't have at other places. You find it very convenient, and the kind of atmosphere that you get in the campus is really great. So why is it that Delhi University is now having an entrance test and students are upset? That's $1 million question. That yes, people are facing the problem and itne tests diye, ab ek aur exam dena padega, ye kya hone ja raha. But yes, that's the problem with us. That's the problem with the university. We want very good children. Sometimes down the line, we have felt that it is not genuine that students or good number of students getting 100% at different places, they are coming to the university. And the students from Delhi are not getting any kind of favor. Like they are working very hard. They are going to a good school. They have worked all along. They wanted to come to the university, but because of the marks, and no one can say anything. Delhi University is famous for one thing. We have everything online, everything transparent. You have the marks, you get the admission. You don't have to talk to anybody. Just log in, upload your mark sheet, and you get admission. Only thing that you need is your certificate. You don't need to talk to anybody, the principal, the teacher in charge. The only thing that you have to do is that there is a list that these documents are required: 12th mark sheet, 12th certificate, date of birth certificate, caste certificate if you belong to any category, testimonial, or a character certificate or school leaving from the college, and you get admission. Don't need to go anywhere. Don't need, be just be very, very clear that Delhi University is so transparent that no one, if I want to help my child, I can't help him. To be very frank, because there is no provision for me. There is a staff quota. The teachers or the working people who are working there, they can apply in that quota. That will be decided by the university. We can't do anything. If we get it, get it. If we don't get it, sorry. And that will be displayed. So here also there should not be any problem in the minds of the students that there is going to be any kind of hodgepodge in admission, or any kind of reference will work, or any kind of sifarish will work. Nothing is, no influence is going to work. That is the first thing. And the admission is very, very transparent, and that's why no one has been able to put a question on why Delhi University is taking admission at 99% or 100%. No one has been able to question it that there is some fault here or there. And that's why we are standing tall, saying that, look, the students coming with these mark sheets, and we are giving it, and they are genuine. All the mark sheets that you submit is verified by the board. The college verifies all those mark sheets, because you apply even before your 12th exams have come out, and you write the roll number of the examination that you have prepared, and that is verified by the college from the board website. So there is not going to be duplicate mark sheet, aage ye kar diya, wo kar diya, nothing of that sort. So everything is transparent. Now what has happened is, because Delhi University is facing a problem where top 6,000, 7,000 seats are going to 99-100% students, where Delhi school students, in spite of working so hard, are not getting admissions. So this year we have a new vice chancellor also in Delhi University. A vice chancellor comes for 5 years. The term is fixed. He is Professor Yogesh Singh. And he has come from a very reputed institute or university, that is Delhi Technical University. He was the vice chancellor there for a long time. Before that, he was also the vice chancellor of Netaji Subhas Institute of Technology. Then he has come to Delhi University, so he has a wide experience. He called a meeting of professors of the college and university, and principals also. The principals, the professors, and other professors of the colleges. There are 3 levels. The professors in the university, the principals of the colleges, and some professors of the colleges. A meeting was called, and it was decided that, look, we can't go on like this. We need to have a test where everybody has a fair chance. Sometimes it also happens that you have worked really hard, but you have got 95%, which is extremely good, but it's not as good as 98 or 99%. Then does it mean that you have lost all the chance to get admission in DU? No. Now, it was discussed in detail, and it was decided that let's have an entrance test so that everybody has a level playing field. Everybody has an equal chance. Whosoever does well will get the admission. So it was decided that to take admission in the colleges, we will have what we call an entrance test, like you have common admission test for management or when you go abroad, like that. So this was the first thing, that we will have a test to take admission so that everybody stands an equal chance. Whatever you have done, your 12th marks, I tell you very frankly, till now, the process is still on to finalize what will be the final format to take the admission. It has not been decided yet. Very clearly. Incidentally, I had a meeting in the university where the vice chancellor was also there. The meeting is still on, and there's still kind of admission process that will be there. But what has been decided is that a test will be conducted by CUC, Central University Common Entrance Test. That test will be there. And in general, what will be the subjects or what will be the papers all about? I mean, they are still speculating. The university is still not very clear, but people are speculating, or the inputs that have come to the university, different levels, is one category says that there will be a test on general aptitude, reasoning, and general knowledge. And there will be one paper there will be 2 papers. One will constitute of general aptitude, reasoning, and GK. And the other will constitute of this paper specific. Suppose you want to take English honors, or you want to take psychology honors, or you want sociology honors, or you want political science honors. Then one paper will be subject specific and one paper will be general. So there will be 2 papers, and the test will be all that. The second thing that says is slightly different, but most of the things are similar. That is logical reasoning, verbal ability, quantitative aptitude, and general. More or less similar, but there is a slight difference. Now, I'll try to differentiate between the test that is going to have or that CUCET is going to take for graduation, and there is one test that is still there for admissions in 3 courses. They are Bachelors of Management Studies. Just to tell you that there is one course which is very popular in the name of BBA, Bachelors of Business Administration. That course is by Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University. Delhi University has changed it and made it an undergraduate course just to say that it is not a professional course, it's a degree course. Why? Because they keep getting subsidy from Government of India, that is UGC. Delhi University fee is very, very reasonable. If you go to Shri Ram College, which is a completely air-conditioned college, and for the whole year you pay about 18 to 20,000 rupees as a fee. You go to Kirodimal College, you go to Hansraj College, you go to Ramjas College, you go to Hindu College, you know the annual fee there. It's about 10,000 rupees per annum, including your examination fee, or at the most you have to pay 1,200 or 1,500 rupees for your examination. But some of the colleges which are air conditioned, like St. Stephen's College, Shri Ram College, and some other colleges like Jews and Mary College or Lady Shri Ram College, or some sections like Keshav Mahavidyalaya in Pitampura. There are certain good colleges at different parts of the university, but yes, North Campus has become very famous. So the air-conditioned colleges or some colleges which are providing certain facilities which are not provided by the government, so they are charging a bit more, and that is also 15 to 18,000 rupees per annum. But for the colleges in the campus, like I told you, Hindu, Hansraj, Ramjas, Kirodimal, they're charging about 10,000 or 12,000 rupees per annum. This is what the fee is all about. So to keep that in mind, the undergraduate thing, that is BBA by Guru Gobind Singh University, in the same name, we have Bachelors of Management Studies, BMS. Then we have equally good, in BMS, you have more focus on commerce. Then we have one more course in the name of BBE, Bachelors in Business Economics. Here you have a bit of focus on economics and maths. Suppose you don't want to do more economics and maths, then you go to management studies. And if you want to focus on, say, research and maths and eco, then you are going to BBE, Bachelors in Business Economics. Then there is one in financial accounting, BFAR. And there are about 10 colleges which are offering these courses, and there is a common test which is known as DU-JAT, DU-JAT, Joint Admission Test, and it is conducted by the Delhi University. This test is different than what we have in CUCET, Central University Central Entrance Test. So this test will be undertaken by Delhi University for courses like, say, which are in demand. We have political science, which has gone very high in demand. People are going into law, journalism, public speaking, then public policy, which have become very, very important these days, coming in public life. There is a strong demand to come and speak in public, managerial qualities, leadership qualities. And so the course, civil services, IAS, and then many administrative services in the state. So political science is really in demand, and we have many good colleges having 99-100% Ramjas, Hansraj, LSR, Kirodimal, all these closing at 98.5. So what to do? But people are getting very high marks in 12, and they are applying for this thing. Earlier it was economic, it was forms. There was a time when people wanted to go for science, physics, chemistry, bio, and things like that. Now we have courses like political science, economics, psychology, even BCom honors. It is in such a great demand, and people, and to tell you, I tell you one more thing, the 2 entrance tests maybe, I'm not sure because university has not yet decided, they are not yet clear. Till last year we had DU-JAT for BMS, BBE, and BFAI. This year we are going to have tests for all the courses. Maybe the test may be one, maybe the test will be one for, say, BBE, BMS and other courses, and one for general courses like psychology, English, pol science. DU has not taken any decision till now. I mean, that's official. I'm not going to say ki ye ho gaya, ye ho gaya, ho gaya. No, nothing has happened because people are sitting and finalizing so that students don't face any kind of glitch. They don't have any kind of problem. One stop, you just apply. You see that your name, the counseling is there. Earlier, you had to go to the college portal to see that your name is there or there, and you would see the list. Now they are also thinking that can we have a counseling session in the university that the students come? If they want this college or that college, they choose a college and they take admission in that college. So they are still deciding, they are still working very hard on it so that the students don't face any problem. Till now, Delhi University has been good enough in taking admission, and students have not faced any problem in any colleges. This year also we are trying really hard to see that students don't face any problem in taking admission. So this is why we are working on it, and the kind of test that will be having where the level of the testing will be of the school level. You don't need to prepare at this time at a different level. जो बच्चे अपने 12th की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, वो अपना preparation 12th के लिए जारी रखें, and it's very important for them to work for their 12th because the questions that will be asked is what you have done till your 12th, not anything extra. Because there are lots of coaching institutes coming up and they are saying that, look, you do this or you will lack here or you will not be able to do this. No. If you do your 12th properly, because till now we are not sure what kind of weightage will be there for your 12th marks. Because I still feel that there will be some kind of weightage for 12th marks also, and not only of the test. 20%, 30%, 40%, because in DU JAT also there is a kind of weightage for 12 marks. So 12 marks also is very important, and the students who are doing especially 12 should concentrate on their boards first. They should not digress that, look, I have to prepare for my this and I have to go to my coaching institute to prepare for the Delhi University exam and things like that. No, I don't think. I seriously think that the students who are doing their 12th, they should concentrate on their courses, on their papers that they are preparing for their 12th exam, because in your total whole life, this 12th marks is going to be there as your this thing, biodata. The weightage will be there for your 12th marks, 12th, graduation, post-graduation, or whatever degree you acquire. So don't forget, don't leave your 12th exam. Concentrate on your 12th exam, and after that you will be having about 45 to 50 days. After your exams, you will get about 50 days for the test that Delhi University will conduct. So you have enough time to prepare for your test, and that will be on the basis of what you have done in your 10th, 11th and 12th. There will be nothing new. Whatever the quantitative aptitude, the vocabulary, the English, the general knowledge, awareness, all these things will be what you have already done in your history, geography, economics, science, environment, biology, all these things. So you don't need to be scared that Delhi University is going to ask something that is out of this world. No. It will be from your courses, what you have done in your 10th, 11th and 12th. Your general maths, your general awareness, your quants, your vocabulary, your English, your knowledge, and some amount of practical knowledge. Because now what has happened is at many places, like suppose you do your MBA from US or some other place, they ask for work experience, they ask for what you have done to the society, what you have done at large. So they need some kind of hand-on experience that you have, other than your academics, you have also done something. So you must have some kind of practical experience also of your life, because there may be some questions where you have got to have some kind of practical knowledge. That thing can also be there. So what I think till now, they have not yet decided about the curriculum, the kind of test that they are going to have, but still they are working on it. and I have been a part of many committees where I have seen the discussion or I have been a part of that discussion. The general thing that they'll be asking is the aptitude, reasoning, general knowledge, and there may be one paper of subject specific. If you want to take admission in English, there will be a paper on English. If you want to take admission in history, there will be a paper on history, sociology, psychology, whatever. And there has to be one more test for BMS or BBE, but we are still not clear whether both these tests will be combined or they'll be different. The university is still working on it. And the only thing I would say is that there are 2-3 universities here in Delhi. One is Ambedkar University, one is Jamia Millia Islamia, one is Guru Gobind Singh University. Guru Gobind Singh University, the fee is slightly higher, a bit higher, but yes, they also offer good quality language, good quality education. But because I belong to Delhi University, I have done all my education from graduation, BA, MA, MPhil, PhD. I was a Kirodimal College student, so I had a fairly good campus life. I was there from 1980 to 85 in the college as a student in Kirodimal College. Then I taught there for 4 years till 1989, and after that I came to South Campus, and since then I'm here in South Campus. So I have seen the campus life. We keep going there for evaluation, for paper setting and all kinds of things. So we know what kind of life Delhi University offers. So I would say that it's a very reasonable kind of university so far as college fee is concerned, so that everyone can afford it. It has a fairly good infrastructure in different colleges, good quality teachers. The professors are really, really very good, and the kind of atmosphere they provide you in the college is really good. The only thing that you need is that you may spend your whole day in the college, inside the classroom, outside the classroom, participating in the activities in the classroom, in your own subject, or many things that the colleges provide in the university or in the colleges. That can be dramatics, that can be music, that can be debating, that can be many creative. There are lots of things that have come up, being given by the incubation centers, being promoted by Government of India, and the colleges are providing many small researches, photography, music, art, fine art, all these things are being provided by the university. So it provides a very, very vibrant kind of atmosphere. And I think while preparing, don't panic. The most important thing would be at this point of time to concentrate on your 12th so that you focus well and you get very good marks. The best opportunity is that you do well in your 12th, and then you have an equal chance. Even if you get 95%, you will be competing with the students who get 99% or 99.5%, or the students who are coming from different states of the country, from Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. It is surprising to tell you, but I tell you, there are, say, about 35 students from one school of Tamil Nadu in a section in Shri Ram College of Commerce, all having 99%. Why? Because the focus is that we have to get admission in SRCs. And it's happening for years. If you land up in Shri Ram College, you will see that it is whole of India. There are about 18, 19 students coming from 19 to 20 states to that college. And that's why it's #1 college for commerce and economics in the country. You go to St. Stephen's. Though there are 50% seats reserved for Christians because it's a minority institution, but the kind of education that they provide. You go to Lady Shri Ram, you go to Jesus and Mary College, you go to Khalsa College, you go to Miranda, you go to Indraprasth. So all these colleges are kind of legendary colleges, and they have their own ways, and they are providing a good atmosphere. Only thing that you need is to keep your cool, prepare for your 12th, and then you get enough time to prepare for the exam that Delhi University will be conducting, and it will be asking what you know. Now the process is not to ask what you don't know. They'll ask you what you know, what you have done in your 10th, 11th and 12th, so there is no need to panic at all. You have to study in general English, general awareness, quantitative test, general aptitude test, and you have that level of understanding. Your school is so good, the teachers are so good, your principal ma'am is taking this much of interest in providing good quality education to the students so that you do well in your life, and you have a good sense of belongingness to the school, that your school has really worked hard to see that you grow up in your life and stand tall. So this is the time when you need to keep your cool and concentrate on your 12th, and after that you have enough time. And even then, if you feel that there is more to be asked, we are here and we can always get in touch, and you can get in touch with me. And now also I think I should stop here, and I should take up the queries if you have anything. You must be having too much. Yes, ma'am, please. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. All good, sir. It's such a pleasure to see you around.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, hi. Yeah.
And good morning, teachers. I joined a little late, so I hope I have not missed. But before my girls ask a few questions, as a teacher, I have a few queries I would like to
sure.
Number one, check me if I'm wrong. What I understood was that the girls need to focus at present on their sports.
Yes.
So they are left with one term wherein half the syllabus, because half has been already done. And you still have things in your hand, children. So you can go in that direction. Then you said that you might have another subject-specific exam also.
Yes.
Now, till date, what children have been doing, they've been studying sciences and then maybe shifting to humanities in graduation. So when you shift the subject, normally what they would do is, you would lose on 2%.
Yeah.
Say you have a 98. If you are taking a subject which you have not studied in 11th and 12th, then you lose 2% and then you get admission if you fall into the merit. But under these circumstances, I have not studied a subject. Say I have not studied economics, but I've studied maths and I want economics honors, or maybe I want some other subject which I have not studied in 11th and 12th. So how would I then prepare, and would there be scope to change the subject?
That I don't know, because people are still not very clear about it. Suppose if a child has done science and wants to take economics, and it happens that 50% students of science are shifting to economics. They have done science in their 12th and they're taking eco honors. So nobody knows what is going to happen. Still not clear.
Possibility that they will have to give the economics.
They will have to give the economics test, subject-specific test. Yes.
Then what I understood from the entire conversation was that emphasis is going to be, the base has to be class 10, would be class 10, and 11 and 12, if supposing I am a humanities student, I get the benefit in social sciences.
Right.
If I am a science student, I get the benefit in general sciences.
Right.
But it means everybody will get a benefit in one specific aspect, but they would have to work at a very general level.
Yes. Those general aptitude, general maths, general English, that will be like your CAT, Common Admission Test for Management, that everybody needs to know this much of social science or science or things like that. So that has to be of equal to 10th level. And for subject specific, it may be of 11th and 12th level. But to say the least, I tell you, Delhi University has not yet decided about it. They are still not clear. They are still working on it.
From our experience and from the kind of tests which have been happening around in the world. And so this is generally, so what children can do at present is focus totally be there in their classes, attend and be attentive and revise properly so that at least 12th to taiyar ho jaye.
वो पूरी तरह से, that should be the main focus.
And साथ में GK abreast रखो. Be aware of the news and the newspaper. Keep yourself updated on that, ताकि वो मेहनत ना करनी पड़े.
That I'll also keep you informed about it. We still have too much, because CBSE has still not come with the dates of the exams. And after the exams are over, they'll get 50 days, at least 50 days for the exam that Delhi University will conduct. So they have 3 to 4 months. So what I think is, those exams will not be conducted before, say, by the end of June. It will take that much of time, because Delhi University starts on 21st of August. The session starts on 21st of August. So even if they conduct their exam by the end of June, they'll get their results by 15th or 20th of July, and the admission starts by 20th of July, and that will be completed by 15th of August, and they'll start on 21st of August. So that will be
the idea that we have of the way board is going to work is they will be starting their practicals in the month of March.
okay.
And April and mid-May, till mid-May, will be continuing with their exams.
Yeah.
But July first week latest, we'll be out with our results.
Yeah.
So they'll be free in the month of June. So I think they will. DU by that time would announce the details and everything.
What I think is that the students will be free by 15th or 20th of May.
Yes.
Their exam should be over, and DU will conduct the exam either by the end of June or in the first week of July. So they'll get about 45 to, this is what they're speculating, that they should get at least 45 to 50 days after their exams are over.
So, and sir, we would like help from you as you are part of different committees and all.
Yeah.
Any information comes.
Yeah, I'll keep sharing with you. It's my pleasure.
Perfect. And then, sir, weightage to the domicile of Delhi.
I want to tell you one thing. Here, there is a big debate going on, but what DU people think, I tell you very frankly, don't feel otherwise. Delhi University is thriving only because we don't have a weightage for Delhi students. It wants the university to have a cosmopolitan atmosphere. So either you are coming from Haryana or Tamil Nadu or Kerala, either you are wearing a lungi or wearing trousers, either you are looking like Chidambaram or Karunakaran or Rahul Gandhi or Kejriwal or Narendra Modi. Everyone should be equal, and there should be a focus at how people mingle. And it is this sense that gives Delhi University a kind of personality. When you go abroad, you meet the Chinese, the Japanese, people from East Asia, South Asia, Latin America, and then you become a person who can roam around in the world and speak like that. So it gives you an example of India. You go to Sri Ram College, you have students of 21 states. It looks like, where have you landed from Delhi? So that is one thing of DU. Yeah.
My girls to be prepared on this. कि ये मत सोचना कि benefit मिलेगा दिल्ली के होने का.
Because as you might be knowing that the fight is going on, there are 12 colleges owned by Delhi administration, and Delhi government is trying to, I don't know what will happen. It is the administration to take a final call on it, but they are trying to create one university in Delhi, like Delhi University, where you have one Ambedkar University, which is fairly good university. For commerce, BBA, you have Indraprastha University, if the students are capable to pay that fee. But still, Delhi University has an edge because of two things: the quality of course and the quality of teachers. Because it is provided by the government, they are very well paid, very well taken care of, and so the quality of teaching is really better than many other places. This is what
benefit of ECC, that is extracurricular activity.
That's 5% of the total, and in that 5% you have sports and co-curricular activities. And so it is 2.5. At some places it's 3 and 2. Like 3% for sports and 2% for ECC. That test is conducted by the university. You have to apply at the university portal, giving the requirements that is required by the university, sometimes zonal level, state level, or whatever points you have. Then they conduct their trial with experts, and then they divide it to the colleges. It may be dramatics, music, and all kinds of things, photography.
Hopefully that will continue.
That will continue. That is continuing. That 5% seats are there for co-curricular. That is sports and ECC.
And interview, will there any chances of
interview for these things? Earlier, they used to have interaction.
As a part of the entrance exam, will interview be a part of the entrance exam?
No, I don't think so.
Chances are less. Basically,
yeah, very less. Yeah. Because in DU JET also they did not have an interview. The admission that Delhi University was taking for management studies, journalism, and this BBE, there was no interview. So I don't think there will be any.
And my last question,
Yeah, sure.
Are the chances of this exam being online or offline? Not because of COVID, but otherwise.
What I feel is that after Holi, everything will be offline.
Perfect. So means these girls will have to go to the place or center and then.
Yeah, they'll have to appear in the test because we know for sure that this online classes have taken its toll and students are really suffering and there are lots of problems. We are facing problems at our level in the university. In the OBE exam also, the kind of problems that we are facing, I can't tell you in public. But there are problems and we are trying to come offline
And
as fast as possible.
Any idea the exam is going to be an objective, subjective, or a mixed kind of a paper?
As I told you, nobody knows till now. They are still discussing. Yeah. So half of it will be, for sure, half of it will be objective. If it is subject specific, then one has to write certain paragraphs. Otherwise, it will be objective. First paper will be objective, that is for sure. If they have subject specific, then it will be subjective. Half of it will be subjective and half of it will be objective.
Or maybe it is like the UGC exam happens that if you clear your first exam, then you go for the checking of the next one and otherwise you don't.
Yeah, it's like that. It can be. Yeah.
Fine. Thank you so much, sir, from my side.
Okay, most welcome, ma'am. Yeah. So to the students, if they must be having lots of queries, so if I could answer to their queries. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
first,
Kathy.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Are you saying something?
Boliye, yes. Please go on.
All right. We're all getting to know something new today thanks to you, sir, and ma'am. You're providing us with such information that we did not have in hand. So thank you so much. Now we have a lot of questions there in the chat box. So I would like to request sir to address those questions. We can ask the floor open for all questions. So please feel free to put in your question in the chat box for sir. So sir, the first question to you is from Afia. Afia asks, sir, will there be an opening for the ECA category? Since there are two phases of examination, it has been realized that the second phase will have 4 specific questions. So how should we study for this?
The papers that you are studying is good enough. Whatever you are doing in your class 12, you focus on that. Suppose you have you have 5 papers, like one English is there. Suppose you are doing humanities. Then English, you may be having eco, pol science, or history, or sociology. So if you want to go for any honors, you can focus on that. And you must have certain readings for that paper so that you read well and you are in a position to answer to your subject specific questions, either English or psychology or history or pol science. And that's all.
So I hope it answers your questions, Afia. Next question we have is from Pihu Sharma. Pihu Sharma asks that what exactly should we study for the second phase of the entrance test?
Second phase is subject specific. You focus on the subject, the kind of subjects that you have. Suppose you are doing psychology. You do a bit more studies on psychology so that you can answer all the questions that are asked at the university level. If you are doing pol science, so you read a bit more on pol science, and that you can do after your exams also. Till now, you need to focus on your 12th. You don't need to do it now because it will be better if you focus for your 12th. Focus for your exams, and after that, whatever subject you want, you can focus on that.
Thank you, sir. I hope it answers your query, Pihu. Next, we have Mishra's question. She asked that she wants to become an IAS officer. So which course should she pursue?
Which course? Sorry, please ask your question again. Which course? What did you say? She wants to be an IAS. Fine. After that?
Let her share which subjects she's studying in 12th.
Yeah.
Let her share which subjects she's studying. Ask her to switch on her mic.
All right, ma'am. Niharika, can you please tell us your subjects?
Ask her to unmute. Or maybe one of the teachers who's teaching her can answer which subjects she's studying. She's from which stream?
Just 1 minute. Maths, accounts. So she's doing commerce.
Commerce, yes, sir.
Yeah. So which paper you are interested in? Like I tell you the format of exam for civil services or IAS. There are 6 papers. 4 papers constitute of general knowledge. That is general science and humanities. And you will have 2 papers of your choice. That will be your option. And option can be maths, accounts, commerce, whatever you want. Wherever you focus on. Suppose
now it is only 1 paper.
Sorry.
Now it is only 1 paper. They don't have to choose 2.
Yeah, they have only 1 paper. Like total, they have 6 sitting exams. 1 paper has 2 sittings. So either you call 1 or 2, 1 optional and 2 papers of GS. Earlier they had 1 GS, that was general studies. Now they have 2 general studies. So general studies means you have to study a lot. In general, everything, you need to know anything and everything under the sky. You can't say that I haven't done this. So GS is really anything. Either it is some summit on environment or something on boson or something on science, something on geography or anything. Or something happening in Ukraine and what US President and USSR President fighting on and where is China entering. All these foreign policy, internal policy, environment, anything that is there. Or you may get a question, I have a very beautiful question for you. We have most of the environmentalists in Delhi. Still, Delhi remains the dirtiest city.
Yes.
Most of the environmentalists of this country, including Nobel Prize winner, they all live in Delhi. Neither Yamuna is clean nor the city is clean. Why? So you have these kind of questions. So general studies is very important.
Thank you so much, sir, for clearing that doubt. We would request anybody who wants to ask any question to sir, please raise your hand. Yeah, so you can ask your question directly. So before somebody raises their hand, the next question we have is from Cheshta Dikshit. And she asked that what's the process for DU LLB entrance exam?
That is after graduation. Delhi University Law Center is after that, is a postgraduate this thing. That is not a 5-year degree course. I think they have started, no, they haven't. For that, you have to appear in CLAT, that you know. But for Delhi University, it's a postgraduate course. So that is after your graduation. But it's a good thing to do graduation. I mean, you can do your law LLB after your graduation also. Because still when you do your graduation, you learn a lot of things. I still feel that the students who are going to the law colleges, they don't get the kind of exposure that you get in DU. Like students who are doing pol science, English, psychology, history, they are going to what we call law, and they have a good kind of exposure and they are in a position to express themselves in a better way than they're going to the law colleges, which are at different places, and they don't get that kind of exposure. This is what I feel. But yes, that 5-year course is very, very popular. That saves 1 year to your course. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for answering that query. Can we please have Harshika with her question? She raised her hand. So you can ask your question directly now, Harshika.
Morning, sir. So I was wondering for psychology, are we going to have any interview round that might take place?
No. It will be a test and you will get interview. You will get admission. There will be no interview for the admission.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Only college that takes interview is St. Stephen College, and they don't have psychology. They have history, economics, English. They don't have even sociology. History, eco. They don't have pol science honors. It's history honors, eco honors, English honors.
Geography also.
And some sciences.
Geography also.
Geography, I don't think they have.
I thought
Geography in the campus, I think there are only 2 colleges, Kirodimal and Miranda, and Hansraj has geology.
Thank you, sir, for giving us information about the admissions. Next, can we have Khyati? Now, Khyati, you may unmute yourself and address sir directly. Your mic has been enabled.
Firstly, good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Good morning, teachers. My question is that we talked about this subject-specific exam and a general entrance test, right? So,
Yeah.
will that be two parts of one paper, or will those be different papers?
They will be in two settings. First sitting will be maybe objective, talking in general, and the second sitting would be of subject specific.
Right. And then right before the exams, I mean, after things will become a little clear, we'll also be knowing about the weightage, right? It'll be given about to the
Yeah.
subject specific. And another question that I have, sir, and as very rightly when you were speaking and you were telling us about the campus and the courses, you also said that right now students need to focus on their 12th because there are many centers that have come up and they're saying that you need to come and join hands with us because we'll help you prepare for entrance.
They are not going to help you at all. Your
Right.
school, your teachers are much better than them.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Very rightly said. So I had just two queries over here. Firstly, because there's a lot of confusion. Every university and college is putting out their dates for the forms and their dates for the exams, and they've also put out the syllabus. So with DU, what has the dates been? Are the dates been out, or is there any syllabus that's been given out?
Nothing till now. They're still discussing.
Right. And another thing is that, now, I don't know if this is the right place to say, but very frankly, I'm not the one for math. I'm not really good at it. I'm good with the subject that I'm studying right now, but I am really confused as to how am I going to give the quantitative aptitude test if I'm not good at it, and I'm not also taking help through some third party institution or something.
Yeah. You can try this thing after your 12th exam. You'll be having about 45 to 50 days, and you can try. Don't get disheartened that you haven't done this. I think you'll be able to do it, and it will be a very general kind of a thing. And I think you will do it. You shouldn't get disheartened at this level. Yeah.
Your 10th, beta? You passed your 10th? Yes?
I did pass my 10th, but I know how I passed math. So
you've done your basics. Whatever quant comes in all of these basic exams is still class 10. You just revised 10th around that time. And sir, and why we requested sir to take this session, it was because of these coaching institutes. I was getting messages and things from so many of them. Every Tom, Dick and Harry has come up with this. They are trying to basically harvest this scenario of DU coming up with an entrance exam. If an insider, a person who's involved in the process is telling you, he himself is telling you that you make a decision.
I tell you sorry ma'am to intervene, I tell you very frankly, and because I have been a part of the committees, they have not yet decided. The moment it is decided, it will be there in the newspaper, it will be there at the public forum, and I'll be just too happy to share with you. I'll share with you, you'll get all the information, so don't worry at all.
And otherwise also these coaching institutes would be
no, don't rely. Don't rely.
You people are the ones who are studying your 12th. You are more equipped than these coaching institutes. Don't go to any coaching institute. Don't waste your time.
Yes, I agree. Please don't go to any coaching institute. The teachers who are teaching there haven't got any kind of employment or jobs in any of the schools where you are studying. Your teachers, your ma'am, they are much better than the coaching institutes that will be providing. The only thing that will be providing is the kunjis and nothing else. So don't go there.
Thank you so much, Principal Ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. This was really helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So if you have any kind of query or if you want to talk to me, I'm giving you Shashi's number. Can you write, Vaishnavi, or should I, it's 8585 94 8863. You can talk to her, and if you want something from me, I can advise you. Absolutely no problem. Should I repeat? Do you want me to repeat, or it's all right?
Sir, I have the number. I'll share it with students.
Okay. So if they want, they can know from me. Absolutely no problem. I'm there. But don't get into the trap of the coaching. They are not going to do anything. They are just exploiting the sentiments of the students and doing nothing. And you focus on your 12th, you have done well in your 10th, and the exams of quantitative maths and things like that will be of the 10th level, and you'll get enough time to study. And it will be better at this point of time not to panic. Don't feel otherwise, and just focus on your 12th exam, and that is going to help you a lot. And the papers that you wish to take, you can focus a bit more, or you will have enough time to focus on those papers even after your exams. This is what it's better to plan for your class 12 exam, and that will be the best thing to do.
Thank you so much for that insight, sir. It is really helping us. Next, can we have Drishti Sharma, you to ask a question to sir? Your mic has been enabled.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Drishti.
Sir, I wanted to ask, just to be on a safer side, can we give the subject-wise exams for 2 subjects? Or
Look, I tell you one thing, that because we don't know what is going to happen, or the format of examination also has not been decided till now, how can I answer which has not been decided by the university? Let the university take a final decision, and as soon as they take a decision, in a day or two, whatever, suppose they take decision in a week, just they have finalized, and I'll pass on that information to your school, and you'll get all the information. So don't worry on that part. You don't need to go to any other place. Your school will inform you. I'll inform your school. You don't worry. That I'll do definitely. Once, let them decide. Till they have decided, how can we say that this is going to happen or that is going to happen? Let the final decision come, and I'll tell you, I'll share with you. Absolutely no problem. I have access to that committee, and it will come in the newspaper, but I'll share with you all the details. Or we can have one more meeting with you.
okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, thank you so much for guiding us through this. Thank you so much for explaining the thought process behind the novel system and providing us with various factors that we'll need to keep in mind while applying to DU. All your words of wisdom are actually much needed by us and our parents as well. So thank you so much for actually giving that.
I tell you one more thing. At this point of time, even if your parents need any kind of guidance or counseling, I'm there. I'm there in this university for a very long time. Since it's my 42nd year in this university. I got admission in 1980, and this is 2022, so this is 42nd year. All through, I have never been to any other place. I have been a part of this university, from setting of the question paper to evaluating to participating in various committees, taking part in various things. So through and through, I have been a part of this university, so I think I know most of the things. So any kind of counseling is, if you need it, I'm always there. Even if your parents want to talk to me, I am there, and there should be no confusion. And I'm not doing a business of any sort through this. So it will be very open, very frank, crisp, and precise. This is what one should do, or this is what one should not do. Rest depends upon you. You have to take a final decision. I can only advise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, most welcome.
So with that, we actually have some questions. Can we please have Tulip ask her question to sir? Your hand is raised.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So I wish to pursue journalism, bachelor's in journalism. So if possible, could you tell me what the specialization subject could be for journalism courses?
Journalism courses ke liye, earlier it used to be political science. They have English also, history also is very important. So all these subjects work, and earlier we had a separate exam for journalism. For this year, I don't know what is going to happen. Will that continue separately for journalism, or it will be a part of CUCET? Let's see what happens. Once it comes, I'll inform you. But sorry, earlier it was any paper that you have done. It can be English, pol science, history, sociology. They are all good for journalism. Because when you start your journalism, they have their inputs from everywhere. So a bit of history, a bit of pol science, a bit of English, because you need all these things. So all these things work very good for journalism.
All right, sir. Thank you.
And good writing skill, if you can write or read well. Your personal expression is very, very important.
So thank you
Alright.
so much for answering so many questions for us. Now we
It's not
come,
many. You can. Yeah.
so now we come to the end of today's webinar. It was actually a wonderfully enriching experience, and I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for taking out time from your busy schedule and enlightening us on the nuances of college admissions. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're most welcome. Thanks everybody. Thanks your principal, Dr. Namita ma'am, Subi, all the students, and it was a pleasure talking to you. Hope it is helpful to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
I would also like to thank the student and parent community of QES for their overwhelming response. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.